Welcome to this explainer. If you've been anywhere near the health and wellness space online lately, you've probably been hit by a massive wave of hype surrounding a product called KeySlim Drops. I mean, they're making some incredibly bold weight loss claims, all centered around this brand new marketing campaign. But what's actually going on beneath the surface of all these ads? Well, today we're deconstructing the source material behind this drip and drop metabolic strategy. We're going to look strictly at what the brand claims, what's literally inside the formula, and the absolute necessities you need to know as a consumer. Let's get right into it.
So, here's our roadmap for today. First, the drip and drop campaign. Second, we'll look inside the 24-ingredient formula. Third, why liquid over pills. Fourth, the claimed benefits and effects. And finally, crucial consumer considerations.
Okay, Section 1. The drip and drop campaign. Marketing the routine.
If you look across platforms like CBS Nooper, the brand is really pushing this incredibly simple, daily, mechanical process. It's literally a drip and drop. Step 1, you just drip the formula right into a glass of water, or if you prefer the more direct approach, right under your tongue. Step 2, you consume it daily. The entire hook of this campaign is based on completely removing friction, They're pitching a routine that requires almost zero prep or time. It's positioned as this totally effortless daily habit to support metabolic health and weight loss.
Now, they aren't just selling some generalized health boost. The marketing materials are highly specific about where this natural formula is supposed to actually work. The campaign targets consumer frustrations head-on by claiming to reduce stubborn fat in notoriously tricky areas: the belly, the arms, and the thighs. By calling out these very specific target areas, the marketing is directly speaking to the most common pain points of folks looking for weight loss solutions.
And then we hit this number, 370%. Wow, that is a massive, highly specific metric totally designed to stop a scroller right in their tracks. The campaign aggressively claims this formula supports fat burning 370% faster than traditional diet or exercise. I mean, this is the absolute cornerstone of their marketing hype, right? The promise of highly accelerated results that vastly outpace standard routines, but honestly, a number that big immediately makes us want to pop the hood and look at the actual engine running it.
Which brings us to Section 2. Inside the 24-ingredient formula. What is actually in the bottle?
When we look past those flashy marketing percentages, we arrive at this number, 24. KeySlim Drops relies on a surprisingly high number of natural plant-based ingredients, all combined into a single liquid solution. So they aren't relying on just one magic bullet ingredient. Instead, they've actually packed 24 different botanical elements into every single drop.
And these specific botanical extracts are the engine supposedly driving all those metabolic claims. You've got African mango and Garcinia Cambogia, which, as we know, are absolute heavy hitters in the weight loss space intended to curb appetite. Plus, you have green tea for its antioxidant and metabolic properties, and a pretty complex profile of various amino acids. The source material frames this exact botanical blend as the specific mechanism that triggers that accelerated fat burning.
All right, Section 3, why liquid over pills? The delivery mechanism.
The source material makes a really clear point of positioning liquid delivery as biologically superior to traditional pills. The whole argument for the liquid format comes down to fast absorption and rapid nutrient uptake, because it essentially bypasses the standard, much slower digestion timeline required to break down a typical capsule. The claim is that those 24 ingredients get right into your system way faster. It's honestly a very clever marketing distinction. It makes the drop feel far more advanced and immediate than your standard pill.
Moving on to Section 4. Claimed benefits and effects, what users and the brand report.
Based on what we're seeing echoed across platforms like Instagram and Pinterest, there are really three main intended user experiences here. First up, appetite control. The formula is intended to dial back those stubborn cravings and hunger. Second, increased energy. And they really emphasize a sustained boost here, without those sudden sugar crashes you usually get from heavy stimulants. And third, simple usage. The whole appeal is that it fits absolutely effortlessly into your daily routine. No meal prep, no complex measuring, literally just a drop and you're good to go.
But of course, as focus learners, we have to hit the pause button for a second. With such incredibly bold claims of crash-free energy, targeted fat loss, and a staggering 370% faster fat burning rate, we have to ask the necessary grounding question. Is this a guaranteed fix? Like, does this actually work for absolutely everyone exactly the way the marketing says it does? That leads us right into Section 5, crucial consumer considerations, safety and purchasing realities. Here is the objective reality laid out crystal clear in the source material. Individual results vary.
period. There is no magic drop out there that guarantees universal, identical results for every single human body. Just like with any supplement on the market, factors like your baseline metabolism, your diet, and your overall lifestyle play a massive role. Furthermore, the sources explicitly advise that consulting a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement is an absolute necessity. You really have to ensure that a 24-ingredient botanical blend actually aligns with your specific biological needs and current health status.
Finally, there is a pretty stark warning in the sources regarding where you actually buy this stuff. Look at the stark difference here. If you go through official channels, sites specifically named in the data, like Nutricore Lab or Pure Vital Fuel, you get a verified authentic product and access to a 60-day money-back guarantee. But if you try navigating unofficial third-party sellers, that comes with a super high risk of scams and absolutely zero guarantee. The source authority is incredibly clear on this. To protect yourself as a consumer, both financially and physically, you absolutely must stick strictly to the official KeySlim Drops stores. No exceptions.
So we've officially deconstructed the drip and drop campaign from that wild 370% marketing hook and the 24-ingredient liquid formula all the way to the strict purchasing realities. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to consider today. When you completely separate the bold marketing hype of a daily drop from the actual biological mechanics of your own body, what truly drives sustainable metabolic health for you? Think critically about how a supplement fits into your larger wellness picture rather than relying on it to paint the entire canvas. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep asking the right questions.